What's up, you guys? It's Jono! Welcome to my 2022 studio tour. Today I'm going to show you all of my setup and how I get my YouTube videos done. But first, I'm going to go through a little bit of channel update. As you guys know, I moved from California all the way to Texas recently, and that required shutting down my studio, shutting down my stream for over a month, packing all of my things into boxes, getting movers to take my desk and my TVs and my monitors and everything I own all the way to Texas. Plus, I had to put some of my very expensive and very fragile things like my laptop, my computer, my YouTube Silver Play Button Award. All of it had to go in the car, and I had to travel all the way to Texas with it in my car and try not to damage it along the way, which was a crazy process. So let's look at a little bit of my vacation photos here. Of course, we had to stop in at Hotel Azure, named after my fearless moderator, where I did do a little bit of shiny hunting. This was in Lake Tahoe. We decided to go see a couple of our favorite places before we left California, so we did do a hotel in Pismo Beach as well. Very beautiful hotel. Got to stay right on the beach for like 3 or 4 days and just hang out. Then we hit Lake Havasu on the way into the desert. This was nice at Hotel Heat. And of course, right after that, we went to the amazing Grand Canyon. You cannot go through that part of the country without going to the Grand Canyon. It's right there. It's just a short drive. You're insane if you don't do the couple of extra hours to go see the Grand Canyon because it's beautiful. And I've been here like 5 times, and I'll go any chance that I get because it's just an absolutely amazing place on this earth. And we are so lucky that it's right here in the United States. Now, this I believe was in Arizona as well. It was the Montezuma Castle. That's what you just saw there. That was a really amazing Native American site. And then this is coming through New Mexico right before we get to Texas. And that's basically all of my travel photos. Okay, so thanks for looking at my vacation photos, you guys. I really do appreciate that. Now let's get into the studio tour. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of my setup photos because that's all I took while I was setting up. It was very, very basic. I got piles of stuff everywhere, built my desk, put my computer together, put my monitors together. I don't even have my TV yet. So here we go. We're going to dive into the real studio tour right now. All right, you guys, so welcome to my new studio. You can see that it is quite a bit bigger than my old studio. It's actually gigantic compared to the old studio, so we got some very big upgrades due to that. Let's go through monitors. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all connected to my PC, and then the laptop and the TV as well. You can see each of those are identified there. So yep, we got the PC and the laptop on top of the desk. I finally got my laptop mounted, so maybe I'll actually use it. I've also got 4 monitors connected to my PC, and then the TV is just standalone. It actually is connected to the PC by way of my Elgato, and then it goes to my Nintendo Switch, but basically the TV is dedicated to the Nintendo Switch. It just has pass-through from the PC so I can stream my gameplay. All right, now the monitors that I'm pointing at here are basically nothing special. The small one there, down below the laptop, is a lapel monitor that I got for free for reviewing it on a video. The 2 small monitors actually match each other, and those monitors are basically some monitors that I got on Woot, woot.com. That's a deal site. They always have cheap electronics that are usually refurbished, so I've been rocking those for a really long time. My main center monitor is the one that came with my PC. I do have a Zydax PC, even though I've got Alienware logos on everything. It's just for funsies there, but I do have a Zydax PC and an Alienware laptop. So that's pretty much my PC setup, and then we'll get into lighting. I've got 2 LED light panels here that came together. That's for lighting my green screen. Then we've got my ring lights. I've got a really big one for lighting my face, and then a small one to add back in some color just in case I need color correction or if I just need that little bit of brightness to get shadows off of my face. Now the 2 LED lights are for the green screen, and that keeps no shadows on the green screen. I like to have those behind me, but also kind of lighting me from the sides as well. So I get a nice 360-degree lighting all around me, and I get no shadows on my green screen. Next up, we have got my microphone. It's ironic that my microphone stand is actually more expensive than my microphone itself. I do have the Elgato Wave 3, and then I'll put a link for the microphone stand in the description because I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but this thing is like very, very expensive, very versatile, and it's pretty much meant for like radio production or like a professional podcast studio or something like that. That thing was like banger expensive, but honestly, it was what was recommended, and it's an absolutely fantastic piece of equipment, and I wanted to get my microphone microphone under the monitors. Getting that microphone under the monitors was a big deal for me, so that's why I ended up with that particular piece of equipment. I really do like it, but there's much cheaper microphone stands you could get. But again, that is the best probably on the market, so I'll put the link down there for you if you guys are just looking for the best, like I usually do. All right, let's move on to some other pieces of equipment. I've got my gigantic desk. I've got a lot of soundproofing. We'll get into soundproofing since I'm pointing at it here in the video. This gigantic green thing is actually a green screen colored soundproofing panel. It is one gigantic soundproofing panel, and then all over the walls, everything you see is also soundproofing. I do have some respect for my neighbors, so I'm not trying to, be blasting them out with my shiny reactions, but also it's really good to reduce echo inside the room. And I did try to film this video with my microphone on my main camera, and the audio came out so garbage that I had to mute the audio and basically just use the audio from my microphone, which I showed earlier, because it was honestly so terrible. But I thought, well, I don't want to trash the video, so I'll just keep the video. Now I have a couple of decorations in here. I'm basically showing off nothing, and I want to put a couch where you're seeing here. There's nothing there. Okay, it would be really good for noise and basically echo if I was to get a couch there, so that's part of the plan. I also have a closet, so you can see all the stuff that I stashed away in the closet to try to make it look like my room is clean in here, which it basically is. Moving on, we've got my uninterruptible power supply. That is basically a gigantic battery that my entire studio is plugged into, and if I get struck by lightning, not me, but my house, then hopefully I won't lose power. And in fact, I won't lose power because that thing will prevent me from losing power, so everything will stay on. I'll keep my internet, and basically if I was in a stream and a lightning storm at the same time, I would be able to continue streaming, although honestly, if that was to happen, I would shut down pretty quickly just for safety. Anyway, it wouldn't kill the stream, and it wouldn't fry all of my equipment, which is basically what that's there for. Now let's go ahead and move behind my desk. The reason I'm doing this is just to show off that I can move behind my desk. This is an amazing feature upgrade that I gave myself. I put my desk far enough away from the wall that I could walk behind here and do any kind of things that I need to do. And this was extremely handy for my setup, and I recommend everybody do it if you have enough room, or just put your desk in the middle of a room with no wall behind it, like I've seen some major YouTubers do. It's very smart to be able to access the back of your desk. So here we are showing off the back of my monitors, how everything is mounted, all of my terrible cable management, which everyone's gonna roast me for in the comments. Please don't, you guys. Stop wasting your time. Say something positive, please. So let's go ahead and move on. There's basically the whole setup in its glory. You saw that I can walk behind the setup. I can basically change all of the wiring if I need to, which you oftentimes do need to, or you can move the monitors around, things like that. Right here, I'm showing off my Elgato Stream Deck. This is just a couple of buttons that you can program to do all kinds of things. I use it to launch Streamlabs, for example. I've got it set to do all kinds of sound effects for my stream, and it does a whole bunch of other functions that are both fun and very useful. One thing that's worth mentioning about my computer is I do have a GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, which is one of the better video cards you can get before you get up to the 3080 series. I also maxed out my RAM at 64 gigabytes, and it's got liquid cooling and a whole bunch of other features in there. So even though I bought this thing in like 2016 or 2015, it's been rocking with me for absolutely so long, and I've upgraded it and kept it in really good condition. So just goes to show, if you buy a really nice computer, they will last you for a super long time. This thing is still very competitive. I wish that I could upgrade the CPU, but you know what? That's the only real bottleneck that I have. Everything else runs really smooth, and I never have any issues. I can run any game that I want in max settings, so that's pretty cool. Now, also, my laptop is geared to be able to go as an HDMI source over to my computer, so I can just unplug my Nintendo Switch from the Elgato, plug in my laptop to the Elgato, and then suddenly my laptop is the second device to play the game from. So I have a true traditional dual PC streaming setup here. It's a very awesome setup. I got a 3080 card in, or I think it's maybe a 3060. I forget what's inside the laptop. It's on my laptop specs video, but I do have a really good sophisticated card in my laptop as well as on my computer. So that's just a really good setup right there. Now I got a few finishing touches here. We got snacks in my Gengar snack bowl. Of course, my snack bowl is super duper stocked. You gotta have your snacks while you're doing those shiny hunting streams, very important. And then we've got my, I don't know, I got lip balm on my table. I got like 5 kinds of lip balm because my lips are always super chapped. I do have like half of a bathroom in here. I got a sink and a mirror and vanity basically, but the bathroom is on the other side of that door, so there is access to a bathroom, so that's nice. Quicker bathroom breaks, and I guess if I want to drink a little bit of tap water, I could always run the tap as well. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I think that I ran through most of the tour here. There's a lot of little pieces of equipment that are here and there that you may be wondering about, and I'll try to get links to all of those in the description for every single thing that you saw. And all of the Pokemon equipment that you guys see, that's all going to be from the PokemonCenter.com. It's all official Pokemon stuff, so if you saw anything with Pokemon on it, I got it from the official Pokemon Center. Last but not least, let's show off my camera. It's just a basic webcam with a Type-C plug on there, nothing too fancy. But that's gonna be it, you guys. I really appreciate everybody watching this video. Thanks for checking out my studio tour, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to all my amazing subscribers, and peace!